What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, I wanted to talk about a topic that's gaining a lot of traction, a lot of momentum on social media, particularly YouTube, with involvement or just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. An undefeated two-division world champion, Olympic silver medalist, former unified WBC, WBO super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is 19 wins, no losses, no draw, 9 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach. With that said, Shakur Stevenson found himself in a very sticky situation, an event that took place with the hip-hop legend, mogul, entertainer of the Migos, Takeoff, who tragically lost his life while Shakur Stevenson was standing shoulder to shoulder with him. And because of this and the way everything has unfolded, and because of Shakur Stevenson's relationship with the other party, it starting to gain traction that Shakur Stevenson yesterday has been involved with big boxing news, as he should be, okay? That lightweight Mexican superstar title contender Isaac Pitbull Cruz and himself have been ordered by the World Boxing Council, better known as the WBC, President Mauricio Sudamon, and the board of 32 members, to face off against one another in a huge showdown, as Shakur Stevenson has announced that he will be making his way to 135 pounds, okay? So since Shakur Stevenson is making his way to 135 pounds, he's going to look to fight the best at 135. Isaac Cruz, 24 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 17 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'4" with a 63-inch arm reach. His calling and his claim to fame as of recently has been his December 2021 showdown, to which he lost to undefeated 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. After that, he brutally knocked out Yuriorkis Gamboa via 5th-round knockout and Edward Ramirez via 2nd-round knockout, okay? And Isaac Cruz has simply made a name for himself and capitalized from that loss to Gervonta Tank Davis, where it was a competitive loss. It was a unanimous decision. I thought Gervonta Tank Davis clearly won the fight against Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I thought he clearly won it, no debate. And but the fact that it was competitive, okay, got people to talk about Isaac Cruz. He gained a lot of traction, a lot of momentum. And that's a huge fight for Shakur Stevenson to make a statement. He have an opportunity, obviously a lot of people, he fight Isaac Cruz. There's going to be a lot of comparisons to Isaac Cruz's showdown with Gervonta Tank Davis and his showdown with Shakur Stevenson, right? And Gervonta Tank Davis is the cash cow from junior welterweight on down. He's the superstar there in that 135-pound division, okay? He's the cash cow. And so this is a huge opportunity for Shakur Stevenson to truly make a splash, because a lot of people know Isaac Cruz based off of his fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. So it's going to be a lot of comparisons there. This is unfortunate that people are starting to say that Shakur Stevenson, could be an accessory to what took place with Takeoff, okay? It's very, very unfortunate that his name is even circling in this, negative light. It's unfortunate that at 25 years of age with a newborn child, that Shakur Stevenson is placed in this position, okay? Shakur Stevenson has a very, very bright future. And Shakur Stevenson doesn't want to be in this position, okay? Let alone should he want to be in this position. The whole point of being a superstar in the sport of boxing and accomplishing what you're accomplishing, to be able to, you just proposed, okay? He just proposed and he just had a child. Okay, so Shakur Stevenson should not be in this position. He should be not out where these gentlemen are out, gambling or rolling dice or doing whatever they're doing at 2:30 in the morning. No, a better example needs to be set for the youth. Okay, he's 25 years of age with a child, a freshly born child, and a fiance. Okay, Shakur Stevenson should not be in these types of positions at all. Okay, Shakur Stevenson, needs to be living a fighter's lifestyle, point blank and period. Okay, he should be living a family lifestyle, right? Because again, he has a new fiance and he has a brand new family, a baby. Okay, that's counting on him and needs him to be present, right? All too many times, especially in the African American community, fathers are just simply absent, or they're in prison, or they're dead, right? And if it could be avoided, it needs to be avoided, especially in the case with Shakur Stevenson. And so now, there's people on social media that are talking about Shakur Stevenson because he was present and he possibly witnessed what was taking place or what took place. And Shakur Stevenson is a high profile figure within the public that he could possibly be brought in for question. Right? His back could be placed up against the wall. Because another thing we have in the African American community is the code of no snitching. So now he could place himself in a position where, because they don't play fair and they don't care to play fair. And not only do we talking about the law enforcement not caring to play fair, but the family of Offset or Takeoff, excuse me, they don't care about playing fair. And so he finds himself in an unfortunate situation where he even had to witness this. This event in itself could cause PTSD. Right? And then the pressure along with it, being identified in that position. This is misleading the youth to even allow him to be in your presence in such a situation. Not saying that anybody knew it was going to go left and this was what was going to unfold. But the fact that this unfolded and he was present and he already had that situation with the gas station, the fight at the gas station. Okay. He need not to be in these types of situations. This is not what his life should be about. This is not the direction it should be heading in. It should be simply focusing on being arguably the greatest boxer in history because he got the talent to achieve that, making as much money as possible, generational wealth, and passing it down to his kids, and creating an easier, better life for his grandkids. You don't get no extra brownie points for being in the street. It ends two ways and nobody cares after a while. Life goes on. You go to jail or you go to the grave. And guess what's going to happen? Life goes on. Out of sight, out of mind. When brought up, people want to pour out something for you and cry. And in a few hours, they're back to their everyday regular life. There's nothing cool about being fed in the street. There's nothing cool about having a street, quote unquote, reputation. Only reputation you should have is creating generational wealth. Do you think that the man that created Gucci, the Gucci family or the Louis Vuitton family that we so love to sport, That family name, that's a family name. We see it as a symbolism of success. But that's just a family's name that are successful. You win, you glorifying their success is what you're doing. The Stevenson name should be passed down like the Louis Vuitton name, the Gucci name, the Balenciaga name, these hotel names. That's what he should be looking to do, create generational wealth, not walk around talking about he's fed in the streets with the people that he runs with. Do you see these? They're multi-billionaires. While you walking around with a street reputation, wearing their family name, they are safe and sound. You don't hear nothing about them. You don't see nothing about them. They enjoying life. And you witnessing these types of traumas while wearing their success. No, that's not what it should be about for Shakur Stevenson. It should be for Shakur Stevenson creating generational wealth for his grandkids. That's what he should be looking to do. To pass something down to them and a name down to them. Not walking the street with 30 people with quote unquote street credibility. Street credibility don't get you anything. Real credit gets you something. Having a great credit score, that gets you something. Street credibility is a myth. It don't exist, period. And the fact that his name is circling in a bad way, in a good and a bad way amongst social media. I just happened to, it came across my timeline 3 separate times tonight. And I wanted to talk about it because while I'm sitting here thinking about the next move for my children, and I'm looking at YouTube and I see 3 different videos about Shakur Stevenson being an accessory to this situation. That's unfortunate. He shouldn't be in that position at all whatsoever. Period. So hopefully this is a learning lesson and you don't find himself in this situation, in this position ever again. Ever again. And then the people around him, hopefully they don't ever put him in this position again. Period. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Isaac Cruz versus Shakur Stevenson. I know I heard legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO Bob Arum say that he don't believe it's going to happen. Hopefully it does happen. And that's all I got for y'all, man. So Shakur Stevenson could build on his legacy. Undefeated 2-division champion. You got people talking about Shakur Stevenson and can't even pronounce his name correctly on social media. They know who he is, but they can't even properly pronounce his name because they're testing him with this situation with Takeoff. No, your name should ring bells because of what you're doing in your profession in a positive way. Period. That's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all, man. Peace.